Alright, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is the brother Aaron from Jamaica camp, coming to another quick lesson. And was actually there's been a few incidents that have been kicking off at my plantation, not involving me or directly, but regarding a few people that I work close with. And a word that actually came up was actually respect, and it was a few things regarding the chain of command, a few things of keeping in mind who you're talking to, how you're how you interact with various persons who you talk to, and how the level of respect, ways in which respect is shown. All right. And one of the examples that a co-worker gave, they were pretty much saying that, look, at one time they were out with one of the managers, and even though they weren't in a work environment, they didn't want to curse, they didn't want to act certain ways how they would have acted if they were not there, even though they were in an unprofessional or informal setting. And it was due to the respect that they had for the manager, meaning that they have them in high regard. And it's the same thing in the truth. We should have a high level of respect for the scriptures, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai first and foremost, right? We should have respect for our the men that are above us, whether it's the apostles and elders, the camp heads, the officers, even men that may not have particular rank, but have been in this truth before you, within the especially within your camp. Well, all brothers, of course, but in the instance that you're within the camp, you came in, you saw certain brothers before you. There's still a certain level of respect that should be given to those brothers, even if it may be a case that they may not be holding a particular rank. And also there should be a level of respect to those who are also under your command, and ultimately there should also be mutual respect, even if you are a guy or for lack of a better term, are on the same level. There should be respect within the camps. And if brothers truly have respect for each other, then a lot of things that actually happen, a lot of tensions, a lot of frictions, a lot of things that happen, because things are going to happen, would be dealt with, or would have been resolved, or would be resolved on better terms, or would even be resolved on a whole, right? So let's just get into the word respect, and hopefully this is edifying. So this is the word respect from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. I'm gonna jump to the third definition. 3a says high or special regard, esteem, right? The quality or state of being esteemed. And it says expressions of high or special regard or difference. Let me see what this word means. Respect and esteem due to a superior or an elder. Well, didn't look up this earlier, but there you go. All right, it says also affected or this word is giving me a bit of an issue. Ingratiating regard for others' wishes. Let me see what this word means. Obviously I couldn't it says to intend or adopt in order to gain favor, capable of winning favor. Well, we shouldn't actually be flattering each other in this truth. All right, but let's work with the first one. Right, it says in respect and respect and esteem due to a superior or an elder, which I actually mentioned that earlier. Right, scrolling down to this section which says transitive verb, it says to consider worthy of high regard, i.e. that's esteem. So as you can see, the word esteem keeps coming up in all these definitions. So let's see what the word esteem means. Right, it says the regard in which one is held especially high regard, and down here it says worth, value. Right, transitive verb, it says to set a high value on, regarded highly, and prized accordingly. So we should see having a brother as a prize. We should always want to gain and also want to keep a brother than to actually lose a brother. And that will only happen is if we have brothers, if we actually respect brothers. Now, if to respect brothers mean to have brothers in a higher regard or see them, at a certain standard, then disrespect would mean that you see them in a very low degree. You see brothers beneath you. You see them unworthy. Undervalued, or they're not valued. Which that shouldn't be the case, right? And I'm gonna get some scriptures to actually get into that. All right. So just once more, it says respect. I'm gonna go with this one. It says the regard in which one is held especially high regard, worth, or value. All right. Now let's go here in Philippians 2 verse 1. It says, if there be any consolation in the Messiah, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels of mercies. All right. And if as you can see, being comfort of love, welcoming, fellowship in the Spirit, coming together. And we know that if you look on the word bowels, it'll actually go into pretty much emotions. What's happening here? Any bowels of mercy. Right. B says the bowels were regarded as the seat of the more violent passions such as anger and love, but by the Hebrews as the seat of tender affections, kindness, benevolence, compassion, hence our heart, tender mercies, affections, a heart in which mercy resides. All right. So we should actually have some form of affection and compassion towards brothers. Right. It says fulfill he my joy and be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord and of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. And that is the thing. If you respect a brother, meaning that you see a brother in high regard, it means that if they say something, if a brother says something to you, or if brothers are saying something to you, the fact that you have them in such high regard, it means that it's something that you can consider. It's something that you can look into, right? The scripture says, admonish a friend. It may have been he had not done it. And it also said, admonish a friend. It may be that he had done it. So in the event that he had done it, you can, they can repent. In the event that they did not do it, then at least, they did not do it. It's very respectful for, if you have something, against a brother, you can, tell him, go and confront him, not confront him in a way to say strife, but, speak your mind, say, hey, bro, I think that this is an issue, or, I'm having this issue, or this happened the other day, this, that, and the third, and, resolve it. It's respectful for, if you're speaking to a brother, even if he's in the wrong, to still speak to him, with dignity. You still speak to him as a man. in Yahushua said that, he that says to his brother, thou fool, shall be in danger of the judgment. Meaning that, you're not supposed to be belittling brothers. You should actually be having brothers. We should actually be respecting each other. All right. So the question, so if it's a case that you don't see a brother, in a high regard, or you don't see brothers in high regard, you should check that, or we should check that. And if there's a particular brother that comes to mind, then you whosoever it may be, whether it's me or you, go to whosoever that brother is, and hash things out, so that you can both be on we can both be on mutual ground. All right. It says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. All right. But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. So you should actually be having brothers in high regards. Now, brothers mess up. Not every brother is on the same level. As different portions of faith, different portions of gifts, but within their own right, you have. I just think it just goes without saying that we should be respecting each other. If you are among a brother that you cannot respect, then what's the point of them being in the camp? And when I say here's the thing: you can disagree with someone but still respect them, even if you don't agree with a brother's reason or a brother's judgment. It may not necessarily be wrong. It may not necessarily be for you. I've had discussions with many brothers, and there are some things that I disagree with, and I would say, well, I understand what you're saying, but I disagree with it respectfully. And there are some things that I agree with. And even if it's a case that I disagree with something that a brother said or did, I still have respect for that brother. And I pray the Lord, keep that spirit on me. Not to try to, bring myself up on any level or anything like that. But, to the best of my knowledge, that's how I have been conducting myself. So it's good to respect brothers, and it's good to respect each other. Now let's go into the word esteem right here. All right, I'm gonna go to the last definition. The second definition, it says to consider, deem, account, think. Right, and when we go down here to the the Thayer's Greek lexicon, and we go down to where it says to consider, deem, account, or think, and click on this Greek word right here, Strong's G724. Look at the second definition, right? It says, two are things seized or to be seized, and a ability to deem anything a prize, right? We should be seeing the brothers as prize. We should see them as, a prize is something of high value, something that you wouldn't want to lose, something that you wouldn't want to destroy, and also something that you'd also want to benefit. For example, you may have a car, you may have that car, you take care of it, you highly value that car, but also that car, based on how you treat that car, it's able to provide you with a service and to help you to get along. It's the same thing with brothers. We edify each other, we build each other up. We take care of each other, spiritually, and sometimes even in a carnal sense, whether it's be providing alms or something of the like. And guess what? In some other way, shape, or form, a brother will also provide a service unto you, which is actually us serving each other, right? So us, when we serve each other, we're building each other, we're providing a service. But if there's no respect there, if it's a case that we don't see each other as valuable, then all of that, is pretty much corruption. It won't turn out to anything beneficial. There's division that they will bring forth stripes. There's confusion. All right. So, hopefully this was edifying. Just wanted to get that out there. Once more, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers and the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, the hopeful elect. Shalom.